Hello and welcome back to the channel. I have recently been gone for a couple of days, went on vacation, and you know what, every now and then it is good just to get away, even though if it is for a short while. But when I was on vacation, I did see that EA had some major news. Hold on real quick, I'm gonna do a little bit of sniping with this DMR. There we go, got him with SKS. Absolutely love this DMR. And if you can't tell, we are playing Battlefield 4 on some Dawnbreaker. I do remember with this map, you used to actually break your game back in the day. It would just completely crash. But luckily they did fix it over time, of course. There we go, got him. Okay, now let's get back on track with my train of thought. Okay, there we go. Finally got killed. But yes, EA has had some major news with them now turning private. What do I mean by that? They are now a private-owned company, and with the main investor that everybody's looking at is an investor group from Saudi Arabia. And if we know anything about Saudi Arabia and any companies over there, they have buttloads of money. And I can really see this deal for EA going in a good way, or I could see it kind of going the way things are now. I don't see this deal really going in a bad way. But I do guess anything is possible, so this deal could very well go somehow in a bad way, more worse than things are. In my opinion, at EA, they're making money, don't get me wrong, but the EA now is definitely not the old EA that we, seen back in the day with these older Battlefield games, including the one I'm playing right now. They've definitely changed a lot, got a lot more focused on monetization. Hold on, we are behind a tank right here. There we go, got a good hit on the tank, and I'll take the assist. Thank you, teammates. Gotta love that teamwork. There we go, got him. And because of this new upcoming Battlefield game, I am worried a little bit because, like I mentioned, this deal could go in a bad way, but I think the way the EA company is right now, it's just, kind of in a steady state of things. It's not really striving for greatness anymore. And that is really sad to say because I used to always love about any EA game they put out back in the day. Because I do think the main reason that EA has become such a stagnant game is just because they've been allowed to. They've been able to put out the same mediocre product year after year and, not really any repercussions. Definitely if you look at the Madden franchise, they have really had a stranglehold on that franchise for such a long time because they are the only competitors in that market, and when you're the only company putting out a football game, it's so easy to just make the same game year after year and have everyone still buy that game because what, it's the only game. What choice do they have at the end of the day? We are playing a dangerous game right now. Oh my gosh, it's getting pretty chippy out here. Oh, we didn't get him. Wow, he had 24 health. Okay. But if I was to give my honest opinion on the way I think this will go for EA, I don't see these new investor companies really changing much because I would imagine just as EA was, all they're going to care about is money. And the company is making money, that's all that matters to them. Of course, for gamers, consumers, we don't want to think that way. Because for us, we would just want the best product. But the way things are nowadays, with every game, adding in battle passes and just fully going overboard with cosmetics, just kind of the age of gaming we live in right now. Even though I do find it terribly sad and just not the way it should be. But, I am a older gamer. I like to live in the past quite a bit. As you can tell, me still playing Battlefield 4 to this day. And I would recommend playing this game. It's still an awesome game and so much fun to be had on it still. Oh, we got him with the jump shot. Let's go. I love it. Oh, I see you, buddy. You ain't slick out here. But most definitely, let me know down in the comments how you think this deal will turn out for EA. Do you think things will stay the same? Think these new investors will come in, try to improve things? Or could we see a complete 180 going a whole other direction and somehow turn out bad for the company? Which, like I mentioned, I don't see that ever happening, but I would love to know your opinions in the comments below. Okay, completely forgot my gun was in semi-automatic. And not only did we get some information with EA, but we did see a ton of information about the new COD. Bunch of clips, streamers posting a ton, and kind of get an idea of how the game will be. Oh, what a nasty headshot that was. Definitely interrupted my train of thought there for a second. Sorry, I did get distracted with that headshot, but let's get back on track. But like I was saying, Call of Duty, bunch of information, gameplay, and to kind of give, you know, my slight opinion on it, I haven't seen too much gameplay because I got a feeling COD this year, no matter what, it's going to be kind of bad. I haven't really played a COD game in maybe a couple years, honestly. Oh, we couldn't get that guy. Oh, we got him. The predictions, man, the predictions. But yeah, after watching some of the COD gameplay and everything, it's not really going to scratch that classic COD itch for me, it feels like. So probably going to be another year that I don't play Call of Duty, and I'm okay with that. It's super sad because, you know, Battlefield is doing great things this year, and I can kind of say that already because we played the beta. It feels good. You know, they're trying to go in the old direction with the Battlefield games, and I just don't feel like Call of Duty's wanting to do that. They're kind of want to keep their, you know, their newer ways they have been going on for a few years. To me, putting out a, you know, standard COD game that like they have, you know, a recycled game for many years, they're gonna pump it full of cosmetics, you know, all that good stuff, battle passes, and you know, it's just gonna feel like the same COD like it has for the past, I don't know, so many years now. But no doubt, people are definitely letting those opinions be heard in those, you know, streamers' chats, the comments on videos, you know, Twitter, everything. People were, you know, going super hard on it, and I think rightfully so a little bit. I love seeing the comments, you know, this makes me pre-order Battlefield 6, because I completely understand that. Definitely if you're somebody like me that played COD back in the golden days, it's really hard for these younger kids to understand what a good, sorry, not what a good, what a great COD game was. Talking about Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. I mean, them were some great Call of Duty games. But it just is hard to think that these kids probably won't ever get that feeling as one of those COD games. Maybe in the future we'll kind of see Call of Duty kind of pull a Battlefield and, you know, kind of go back in their older ways. But it's going to take a lot to do so because they're just making so much money off these kids in some, you know, kind of predatory ways when it comes to monetization. But this is stuff that I mentioned 1,000 times over. And again, I sound like that old man, you know, get off my lawn. But I don't know, I just want to see good video games at the end of the day. See a guy over here. Oh, he's a one hit, come on. Let's go. Basically having an SMG in your pocket with this G18. Oh my gosh, we couldn't make it around the corner. Got him, one more guy down there. Oh, okay, we got him. Okay, did we dodge RPG? Did it come at me or did it go into the ground? Okay, that was a little bit weird. All I know is that we're alive and I'm not mad about it. But every day we are getting closer to Battlefield 6 and that is super exciting. It was actually another reason why I wanted to play Battlefield 4, but I figured I've been gone for a few days. I didn't want to go breaking the rust off any other game, you know, other than Battlefield 4, because this is like riding a bike to me. I've been playing this game for so long. I can come back to it anytime, pick it up, have some fun with it. There we go, coming with the far shot. Another guy there. Okay, I'll take the assist. But things definitely do come full circle in gaming. I mean, for the longest time, well, since actually always, you know, we've seen campaigns in these FPS games with Call of Duty and Battlefield, of course. And then for a while, what was it, maybe a couple years span, we didn't see any campaigns. They focused only on multiplayer. So it definitely feels good to get back to these single player game modes. Even though you only do play them for a little bit, majority of the time when the game first comes out, it's I don't know, it is a very good experience, and it always was back in Call of Duty, the single player. They were always fun and really told a good story. I love the Black Ops 1 story. I mean, absolutely love it. And it's not only because Black Ops 1 is my favorite game, but it was a super good story. Modern Warfare 2, I played the campaign like so much on Modern Warfare 2, and you know, I didn't have to. I was a big multiplayer fan at the time, but the campaign was just that good and that much fun, and the missions were so iconic. And I do hope we can get some of that stuff back with these two game companies, reintroducing a single player, even though the last Call of Duty did have a single player, but I know Battlefield with 2042 sadly did not, but that game was so bad in almost every other way. I'm kind of glad it didn't. I didn't want to tarnish any of the other Battlefield campaigns. Okay, we got him. Nice. Should be some more up here. Yep, see him down there. Did he see me? He probably did, didn't he? Yeah, he definitely seen me. G18 for the win. I see somebody on that roof there. You guys, actually. Why does that always happen?